what is pleasing for me is that Eberdot is always in the game. He's always in the game. It doesn't matter if he goes for 4 or for 6. You know that he's in the wickets column every single game. And he's that kind of bowler that is up there 145, 148 at times, where you know that pace factor will have a massive impact on the game. And he showed that again the other night. So for me, I mean, he's impressive. He's an athlete. He's got a great engine on him, and he's a great kid to work with. The Salette rocket. So I love working with him. I think he's a wonderful talent. From a guy who's won a fast bowling competition to where he is now, he could consistently becoming a member of all 3 formats in the game. So I stay close to, not just to him, but to all of them. You know, we're working on small things, more tactical than anything else. The one thing that we want to, it's our game intelligence that we work on every single time in all 3 formats. So, and I think that's where we need to get better at as a group.
দেশ জুড়ে শুরু হয়েছে নগদ রকমারি অনলাইন বইমেলা। রকমারির ডিসকাউন্টের উপরে শুধুমাত্র নগদ দিয়ে পেমেন্ট করলেই পাবেন আরো 21% ক্যাশব্যাক।
When I first met this group, and you know, you don't want to just come in and ask questions. For me, it was to sit back and just listen, and then to ask questions. And on a personal level, to ask every single person or every individual where their game's at, what do they need from me, what do they think the group needs to do better, and then I think that once we started to offload the shackles of the fear of failure, the fear of disappointment, more worried about the outcome than competing. So at this level, if you're worried about you're going to get picked again tomorrow, you're in the wrong place. So we needed to get that way of thinking out the window. So for me then, I could then focus on mindset. What is at this level, it's all about mindset. It's all about fiercely being competitive, fiercely. And I think it took me, I reckon, 4 or 5 months for me, for the group to trust me in that thing. So my message was always been clear. They don't have to worry about what I think in the stands, because I've been there. I've made mistakes, and it's absolutely fine to make mistakes and make plenty. But I think the more that got rid of it, this is the growth that we've seen now that's coming through, is now we're aggressive, we're taking the game on, we're taking our opposition on, we're competing in the right areas. And that is, like I said earlier, I could only sell people a plan, but if they don't like it and they don't want to try it, then it's not going to end so well. But the pleasing thing is right now, there's a great sense of belief in this group, and to expand this group even further would be even better, to go and find some more youngsters that we can take forward, and so that we can start rotating. You know, we can start rotating players, we can start rotating bowlers, and see who's got what. But the nice thing is now there's a sense of dovetailing. When I say dovetailing, everyone, you know, if Eberdot is not going to have a good day, then well, Tuscan will be there for you, you know. So it's nice to see that this pack mentality and the way we cover for each other is starting to have a wonderful impact. No, absolutely no doubt. You know, if you see in the first game, there's some guys that got on to 90. A couple of guys made 70, and Mushi obviously converted magnificent knock the other day. Yes, of course, we want to take those partnerships deeper. We want to make the hurt feel even more, and take Ireland to the last 10 with 7 wickets in hand or 6 wickets in hand, so we can pile it on. So yes, we know that we can stretch those partnerships even more. And I've said it before. It's an absolute, for me, it's almost like a South African type of surface, where it comes on, it slides on even better at night when there's dew around. So it quickens up. But I think it just allows for good stroke play. And if you get in here, you've got to fill your boots. It's as simple as that. So yes, it's achievable. It definitely is achievable. And I think that, we just need those partnerships to get bigger and bigger and take it deeper. I've been involved in the World Cup in 2011 in India, and I can tell you there are not many wickets in the World Cup spun. So we need to, on our journey to the World Cup, need to play on wickets like this, where it's going to skid on. It's because then you don't have to change the mindset or the mentality or the approach. It pretty much stays like it is out here. I think the wickets are going to be like here. Wankiri, it doesn't matter where you play. They're all very, very good pitches, made for high scores. So I think what we take here from here on to Chelmsford and Afghanistan later on, and I think New Zealand before the World Cup, or Asia Cup, wickets in Pakistan are going to be absolutely gunned. So our approach, we know where we stand in terms of our approach. So it's going to come down to the very fine margins in the World Cup. And I'm talking about the skill of death bowling. Death bowling is going to be absolutely key. The ball will reverse in India, there's no question about it. It will reverse in Pakistan, there's no question. So I think that's where we've been working on for so hours on the nets, bowling at balls and bats and tyres and stuff like that. So we want to be ready for when it comes down to the nitty gritty when it really matters. So
using the old balls a lot.
Old ball bowling for us is going to be absolutely key, and you need a group of guys who can do it. You can't just rely on Fizz or Taskin. We need Hassan, we need Ebadot, we need Shariful to be upskilled there. So
Thank you, Alan. About taking care of the ball as a team.
Oh, yeah, of course, looking after the ball. Yeah, I mean, so on those types of squares in India, well, obviously a lot of traffic will be. The ball will get quite abrasive, and when the time comes, especially you're dealing with two balls, when the time comes when it does reverse, we need to be on it.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Download TSports app to enjoy exciting games and highlights. Visit tsports.com.